welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be reviewing and trying on some new products for me to try out, but they aren't new. They're out there though, and they are 4 different affordable concealers. And one is a BH Cosmetics concealer, one is an LA Girl Pro HD concealer, one is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer, and one is the Hard Candy Glamoflauge concealer. I'm super excited to try these out with you guys. I do have one of them on my face, and if you want to see which one it is, then go ahead and keep watching. We are going to start off with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer slash corrector. It's rectangular, it's about the size of my thumb, and you get 0.29 ounces. This is what the concealer applicator looks like. It is a doe foot applicator, and I got the shade Medium Peach. So I just want to let everyone know that my face is already prepped. I have all my makeup except for concealer, and I do need to set the concealer with a setting powder. So I am going to be using the Makeup Revolution Luxury Banana Powder, my Ulta Beauty sponges. Let's go ahead and apply the Wet n Wild concealer in the shade Medium Peach. This definitely just blended out to a natural finish. I'm very shocked by it, and I don't mind this color. This color is very natural looking, kind of gives a natural kind of brightness to my face, which I like because I don't love having the whiteness looking under my eyes. I'm going to go ahead and set it with that powder and see how it works with that. I'm also going to be taking my affordable Real Techniques setting brush. Okay guys, so it definitely works very well with the powder as well. This is definitely a natural looking concealer. It's very lightweight. I don't feel it on my skin. It doesn't weigh down on my under eyes. It's very affordable. It's the most affordable out of the concealers, and it's $3.99, and there are 6 shades. There possibly could be more because it's such a great product. I feel like they probably should come out with more shades. Maybe to even play around with, use as a contour or other kind of things or shapes, but so far I'm super excited about it because I haven't tried it yet, and now that I've tried it, I'm probably going to use it more. And the Medium Peach is definitely a natural color for my skin tone. Another thing I have to mention about the Wet n Wild concealer is that it does look, if you look really close to my skin, then you can still see some of the texture, so it's definitely full coverage, but at the same time it does not hide your texture in your skin. So great color, great coverage, just doesn't really plump up your skin and make you have no wrinkles or anything like that, or erases fine lines. Okay, our second affordable concealer in line is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, the HD High Definition Dissimulator Corrector. And this is very affordable, and you can now purchase this at Ulta. I got the shade Creamy Beige. There are 20 different shades. There are 6 correctors, and I believe there's one highlighter in there. This is 0.28 ounces. You get a kind of applicator that I'm not a big fan of, and you squeeze out the product and apply it with the kind of plasticky brush that it comes with. So the lighter shade swatched on my arm is the swatch of the creamy beige concealer compared to the Wet n Wild medium peach concealer. And it's definitely a very lighter yellow tone. So again, this concealer here to me is more hydrating than the Wet n Wild concealer, and my skin feels hydrated. It feels, this concealer is very lightweight and it melts into the skin right away with a damp beauty blender or wedge, and the color is definitely a yellow brightening color. And we're gonna go ahead and see how it sets with powder, but so far, so good. So this product, the LA Girl Pro Concealer, the HD High Definition Concealer, is amazing, and it applies very lightweight and blends into the skin very well. I feel like it grabs onto that powder that I just applied and then lets go of all the other powder and just kind of smooths the skin. So it does its job, and I'm kind of liking this one a little bit more. Okay, so next we are going to test out and try on and review the BH Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer. You can purchase this only on their website, but they have so many sales, and right now it is $4.19 because it's 30% off. It might not be tomorrow, so when I post this, I'm sorry you didn't get that sale, but they always have sales, so you'll probably get this eventually at that price. But without the sale, it is $5.99, still affordable, and you get 0.35 ounces. There are 21 shades, one's a mixer and 3 are correctors. And I got the shade 106, which is described as a light to medium with yellow undertone shade. Okay, so as you can see, this shade is the lightest out of the bunch. I guess their shades run super light. It does say light to medium, but that looks super light to me. Applicator looks like a lip chapstick, probably. So obviously it's going to squeeze out of that hole. And you can use a brush, or you can just apply it with this applicator. I am going to use a brush. Lighter colors are always easy to fix with bronzer and contour and all that. I'm going to set it with my powder and see how it works with setting powder, and let's go ahead and do that. I would say out of the bunch that I have already applied to my face, this concealer for sure is the most full coverage, and it has a tackiness to it, so when you set it with powder, it definitely grabs onto that powder and stays on your face, so it looks a little plump, but it does take your fine lines away with the powder. And this color can work for me if I want that brightening effect, which I do like sometimes, especially when I am taking pictures and it just looks like there's an Instagram filter on my face when I do that. So it's definitely, for me, not an everyday concealer, but for those days I want to glam myself, and I'm liking this a lot. Definitely a full coverage, glam, like going out kind of concealer. And the formulation, it's kind of like moisturizing, but at the same time it is thick, but at the same time it melts into the skin, so it's definitely a different kind of formulation I've ever used in a concealer. I'm liking the 106. Definitely. Okay, so my last affordable concealer, I did purchase this at Walmart, and you can only purchase this at Walmart, I feel like. And the brand is called Hard Candy, and this is called the Heavy Duty Glamoflauge Concealer. I am not 100% sure how many shades there are. I believe there are 7 different shades, but I did get the shade Honey. And this retails for $6 for 0.71 ounces, which is the most out of all of the concealers I reviewed. Comes with a concealer pencil. It's super cute and little and pointed already. And you just squeeze out product, kind of like the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eyes Concealer. And it's a formula that blends flawlessly into your skin and hides everything from dark circles and blemishes to even tattoos. So this is supposed to be a full coverage concealer. Again, not my preference. Next to the Hard Candy Glamoflauge concealer, this is the shade. Looks a little lighter than my shade of my skin, and it is definitely a muted color from the shade of the beige Cosmetics concealer. It doesn't have a yellow undertone, it kind of has an ashy undertone, and the concealer pencil is dramatically different from the concealer. It's darker than my skin tone, so I'm probably not going to use the pencil. Okay, so it did blend into my skin very well with the dampened sponge wedge, but it did not erase any texture. It gave a lot of coverage. It felt very sticky and tacky, but that's probably good when applying the powder. I'm going to go ahead and apply that powder and see how it works. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like on my skin after powder, and again, after powder it worked definitely amazing. There are no lines anymore because of the powder, and so I'm grateful for that, and I actually really like this shade, even though I thought it was an ashier shade. It blended well with the other colors on my face, and I would definitely say that it is comparable to the Wet n Wild Photofocus concealer that I applied, because I wasn't sure about it until I set it with the powder, and it has a natural kind of looking finish and shade. And this is the shade Honey, by the way. What I do think is the best thing about the Glamoflauge Hard Candy Concealer is that it is affordable and you get a lot of product, which is 0.71 ounces, which is way more than most concealers. So that was my video, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching me test out these affordable concealers, and hope that it helped you out in your quest to find your affordable concealer. If you are new to my channel and you liked this video, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye guys! Trying to give me smile lines, huh? Testing out the smile lines. It's my boyfriend dabbing in the background and dry humping the air. If you call that twerking.